There are usually 5 egos that are all working away at making this one piece of theatre. The lyricist, composer, director, choreographer and designer. 5 vibrant, we hope, egos all working together. So I think as the man or woman leading it, you have to have a tremendous instinct for what is right, and then you have to, and hopefully you will have developed this like Rod says, you know, through your experience that you've had in getting there in the first place. You will have an instinct about what is right, and then you have to really huge people skills in that some people are very slow to get onto the main idea, and you have to nurture and be a mummy. In my case, a mummy, and other people have to be driven with the whip, and so on. And it's getting this balance right, because I'm sure my peers will agree with me that a musical is far more difficult than anything else. I mean, I'm sure we all direct everything, don't we? And I've directed quite a lot of television and a lot of plays, and nothing is as hard as a musical. I mean, I'm sure that as we all grew up under other people, we were thinking. In the end, you think, why isn't that happening? And then that means your own intuition is being trained. But actually to take someone and say, today we're going to start learning intuition, I think that's difficult.
I think you can.
What he's saying is that we have to inspire. We can't just stand there and be brainy or witty and intellectual. We have to inspire as well, don't you think? Totally Otherwise agree. We might as well go out the door and have a cup of coffee. I'm sure my peers will agree with me that it is it's become the most exhausting process in the world, auditioning. Because first of all, I'm a softie and I want everybody to get it, and I find it very difficult, you know, saying no. But secondly, you have to regard the singing, regard the acting, regard the dancing and the acrobatics, and then, as Chris says, just as you get a band that you think are brilliant, someone will say, but he has to cover that, and she has to play that role, and then she has to do that role. And so in the end you're going, but wait a minute, I thought this was, and then in the end you feel sometimes that you are casting for the cover situation and not the real thing. So it's exhausting. I go home and take to a vodka very quickly. For me, the process is the best thing. And for me, in a way, it's the actual camaraderie and discovery in the rehearsal room, which is so exciting and wonderful. So I'm an old gypsy. I just love that process. I'm not saying I don't like it when it gets onto the stage, but I just find that camaraderie and the daily discovery, and watching people get over a hurdle that they couldn't do last Wednesday and now they've suddenly shot ahead with it. That's thrilling.